Well, I mean, it was we didn't play the way we needed to on the offensive end again. So, missed free throws, open shots late in the half, especially where maybe it could have been a more manageable deficit at halftime. Put us behind it. Like how we fought to start the second half, I believe we cut it to 15, but they had another surge. They had an army of guys they were bringing in that were getting a lot done in the paint. Just really good size and guys that could make it happen around the basket. They outscored us handily, in the paint, and that was probably the biggest difference in the game.
They're good in transition, but it seemed like for a while there in the second half, especially, you guys were getting beat down court. Was that more just what they were doing, or were you guys a little late getting back?
Well, I didn't like the one where I think they missed a free throw and Josh Green took it coast to coast and dunked it. That forced me to take out our two guards that were floor balanced there on the free throw. So, but they certainly are good in the open floor, and our offense helped that tremendously. Just, I think we had a fair amount of open looks. I thought at times we over dribbled again, but if we go 3 for 21 from three, then this is what we're going to be looking at.
What could you have done differently offensively?
We had to make free throws. I think we were 2 for 8 in the first half, and then there were front end to 1-on-1s involved there. I think we finished the game 8 for 19, and then just again the 3-point shooting. I mean, if you saw some of them, the guys are fairly open. We need to connect on those. Didn't really have a presence inside. Romello, battled, but he was physically kind of a shell of what he's been, just what he was working through. So it was just tough to generate points on the inside. We had to kind of try and drive everything to get to the basket.
How much did Romello practice this week?
He was in like non-live stuff on Thursday, and then he was mostly a full go and was moving fairly good yesterday and went through walkthrough. So I think he had enough repetitions, but I just didn't think he had any explosion once he went into his move.
How much did their size just kind of limit what you guys could do as far as getting the ball to him in the post?
I mean, they're big and they're mobile, and Najee's unbelievable. Just you watch him on film, and then you wonder what it's going to be like in person, and then it's worse than when you watch it on film. His play at the end of the first half was ridiculous. It was a demoralizing way to go into the locker room.
Is it hard to explain the foul shooting? You guys haven't been great, but you haven't been this bad this year.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough environment. There's a lot of noise. It's a big game. There's a lot on the line. I'm not trying to make excuses for the guys, but, we've shot better, and certain players are certainly capable of making those and put us in a better position to be in striking distance and keep the game in striking distance. We could never quite get it to where we could put any game pressure on them at all. Like, I thought maybe at 16 we had a chance if we could have went on another little surge, but it never happened.
Was there anything you saw that you liked tonight?
I just like how Remy competed. He didn't always do the right things. I thought he was, but he made some plays out there for us. Kamani, I thought, saved 6 points in the first half just by, chase down blocks. I thought Mickey played as hard as he could. After that, it's tough, really, to find a lot of positives. The only positive is it's only one game, and there's 17 more.
How do you handle it as a coach when you've got a team you think shoots the ball pretty well and just isn't now for an extended amount of time?
Yeah, I mean, you go in a certain direction, and you have once you're down the road, it's from a personnel standpoint, it's kind of difficult to change gears, and so we got to ride it out. And tonight was not good, and we got to get back to work and put this behind us, and then get ready for another road trip.
Yeah. That's good.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bobby.
Thank you.